Came in that road about 10 minutes ago and a deer was showing me the way. And then off to the right there was another deer. So it's a pretty morning. I was just thinking a couple days ago that there were no mosquitoes. And boy, was I wrong. I just have been eaten already. It's funny, you put on the mosquito repellent every place. And the one place that you don't do it, mosquitoes come, and that was right by the eye, where the nose and the eye, and I thought, God, they know exactly where you don't do stuff. So anyway, I haven't been here for a while. Last time I was here, saw some pretty big fish. Big fish ran me off and got the line cut. Anyway, I'm back. Alfred said that I should maybe bring a net, and the fact that I didn't see that other fish and how big it was, I think he might be right. So hopefully I have a chance to use it. It shouldn't be a bad day. I wanted to start early before it got too humid. What they say, it's going to be humid today. So anyway, I'm going to go to the first place. We'll see you in a sec. Going up to the first section here that I'm going to fish at. Try and get down in here. I think you've seen this spot before. This is a type of place where you get one shot only. So I'm going to get my fish pole ready. I'm going to go down there by the bank, stand there for a few minutes, and see what transpires. I would like to see something orange and red spotted transpire. Eat me up alive here. I'm going to put this under and see what happens. Didn't like that, but should be a little closer. My goodness. Eaten alive. I want my pole to bend in two, not from falling. It's not happening. There's something, but that's a chub, I think. Yep, I want something bigger. I'm greedy. Don't understand why there's nothing in this hole. Maybe they're all upstream a bit, but this is a beauty deep hole. I assume it's got lots of chub in it. Good food source. Maybe it's food source for the mink, because I don't see anything following this lure. Last cast, and we'll go up. This is one of the places that Alfred suggested I bring a net. As you can see, there's a lot of junk there, and I think the hole's about to go straight down 12-15 feet. Pretty dark, and that's corn from the field off to my right. So a net would be appropriate, I think. All I need now is the willing fish. It's been a tough morning. Mosquitoes are just crazy. Well, the last time I was here about 2 weeks ago, just around the corner, I threw out the lure and a beauty brown came and took the lure and snapped the line. So I'm going to fish here, a nice little run, and then I'll go around the corner, and I'm not sure what I'm going to use. Ha! Look at this. Here's a milkweed. I just looked down. Here's a milkweed plant, and there's a monarch caterpillar. Are you able to see that? Monarch caterpillar ready. Gonna get a chrysalis soon. Very seldom do you see them like that here. I guess because I'm fishing. That's cool. All right, couple casts. Is that an omen? Whew. It's an omen that it'll turn into a monarch caterpillar or butterfly. Again, I'm waiting for something large to follow this. And nothing large is following this. Casted exactly where I wanted to. I just can't believe the water's a little cloudy, but nothing's around. Haven't even seen a fish, which is unusual other than those chub. Usually I see something by this time, but nada. Where a couple of weeks ago, a nice brown took my lure. I'll see if history repeats itself. It's not going to repeat itself on that cast for sure. Nothing following. There's a log out here I want. Oh, a little farther next time. I gave up on my lure and I've now put on a chub tail with a sinker and put it in the middle and see what's there. Got a little tug here. Could be a crayfish the way I've been fishing recently. Not that get enough of them, I guess you can eat them, but I'll just let this, I have no idea. It's an interesting tug, so I'll let the fish play with it for a bit, and if it's a small fish, so be it. If it's a big fish, so be it also. I'll be back. I think it's I don't know what it is. Let's see what we can do here. I think it's a big fish. Or it's a big crayfish. That's a brown from what I can see. Yeah. Yeah. I may have to use the net. Huh. Look like a garfish. I don't like... Ooh. That's an interesting brown. I don't think that's a brown. I have no idea. That's bizarre. Looks like a pike. Can't be a pike. Could be a pike. Can't be. Can't be a pike. Oh. This is bizarre. I'm going to get the net because I don't want to fall in. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a strong fish, but wow. Again, I do not want to get too deep because it's I could deep forever. Made me think of a gar. I have no idea why I thought of a gar, but this is bizarre. Come on, into the net, big guy. I can't do too much here. It took the... This is interesting. I was hoping for something with brown spots. Still got some energy left. White belly, but not the spots I'm looking for. Oh, I can't do this yet. Coming soon. Coming soon. Coming soon. Nope. Saw the net. I think that's bizarre. I said that before. Let's see if I can get it in this time. Nope. Nope. That's a pike. Yep. Whoa! Holy smokes! Whoa! Oh, what do I do here? All right, let me try and get up. Grab onto some stinging nettle. Okay. This is a little more difficult, folks, than well, because the bank is giving away here. Okay, okay. I think I can do this. Oh, up close and personal. Okay. If I appear to grunt and groan, God, those vines are just taking my ankles away. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh. Well, I gotta talk to my friend in fisheries, because this certainly isn't what I expected. That is definitely a pike, probably 18 inches. Interesting to let that puppy go. It's right at the side. Take my glasses off so I can see. Interesting. Interesting. I'll just nice teeth. My dentist would be very happy with that. I have to get my needle nose pliers and work on that with glasses. Up, up. Interesting fish. I'm back. I didn't fall in. Well, I did almost. Take a look at it. Looks like it's 20 inches. Again, I'm shocked that maybe the fish I caught here last time that took my lure was this guy. Very interesting. Nice teeth, as I said. My dentist would be... actually, he likes fishing pike and muskie, so this would be right up his alley. Anyway, all right, we'll get this back in. Didn't see the part where I slipped back in on that stuff and let it actually it went before I was ready, before I turned on the GoPro. I also lost my hook line and sinker, so I will turn this off for a bit while I get prepared. But that was a very interesting fish. I've fished here for 45 years. I have never seen a person other than a friend if I bring up fishing, and I have never ever seen a pike. Well, that took about 15 minutes to get a line back on. As I said, if I had to do that every time I changed poles, I'd be the fish would be in the next township. That was quite an interesting scramble the second time up that, actually the first time too. Rather steep, and I think a beaver has been down there, so it's quite slippery. Getting back to that tug, it was an interesting tug. It wasn't it was in the middle of the pond, so that meant to me it was a bigger fish, because little fish don't go there. And yet it wasn't really aggressive, but the line was taut. So again, very surprised to see that. However, acceptable. We'll see whether it makes the editing. I would have to thank Alfred for suggesting the net. That certainly saved a very awkward situation. So I'm going to put this out once more and think about what happened. Look for the big brown. Maybe it's there too. Nice run here. There's a deep hole on the other side, maybe 5-6 feet. I'll do a chub tail along that side, and then it goes into 8 to 10 feet down there. So I'll make a couple passes. It's getting more humid. I actually want to get up to where I lost that huge brown the last time I was here. Hasn't been a video yet. It might not be, but it took all my line, and that was a pretty exciting fish. So I'll see what I can do here and then go back up there. I've got somebody on here. Not sure what it is. Actually, it looked like a brook trout, which again surprises me. However, I may use the net again simply because of the terrain. Oh. Ah. Wasn't hooked. Just had a big chub tail in its mouth, and that was sufficient. Chub tail was bigger. I think it looked like a brook trout because of the fins. A few gentle tugs here. Gentle tugs would indicate it's a chub. I'll see what I can catch here, and maybe nothing. It's left it, so it must be a chub. I think I'll go back up, way upstream. You won't see me for a half an hour. I want to get there before it gets too humid. I want to get back to where I said I'd come back for an episode. 3 big fish up farther. Leave this just jerking around, and then I'm going up. Baltimore Oriole just went by. Over there was an indigo bunting, and there's a a turkey vulture up farther, so that's why I've got to move, just so that it understands that I'm not dead meat here. I'm leaving the water for a bit. I'm taking this path. It used to be an old horse path, and in the winter I think they had ATVs on it, but certainly in disuse now. The water's over to my right. I couldn't have walked that when I was 45 years ago. It was very difficult terrain over there, and bushes that have thorns on them. Anyway, I'm going to go up here and then look for a tree that has a little mark on it. Look at all these trees. I got to find one with a mark on it. We'll see. Again, looking forward to the two places. Oh, I just saw a trident. That's probably good. Poseidon fish. Ooh, I like that. Anyway, I'm going to go up here a bit and then turn right, and the next bit you'll see I'll be at a hole. This is the spot that Alfred told me to bring the net because of what's down there, as you can see, I hope. Very difficult. Again, all that stuff didn't used to be there. It used to be back about 15 feet. I know there's a big brown that lives here. It's his domain. I try to make it mine for a little bit. I'm going to put a little chub tail on and see what happens. It will be very fast if it happens. I always think that there are few chub here because they don't want to be eaten. And it's quite deep where I am right there. I mean, a big fish could charge right in there and take what it wants. Oh. Again, my glasses just fell off and I saw absolutely nothing, so very interesting. Try this again. Nothing happens. I'll turn the GoPro off, then catch it, then turn it on. Too late. On an extra sinker, I want this to go right down to the stream bed and sit there. And I don't know, you take a look at that worm. That is just so delicious. I don't know. If there's somebody within 10 feet, it'll see it. And I've actually put the net a little closer to me. Hey, nothing wrong with positive thinking. So anyway, here we go. Sort of. No. Oh, sure. We'll see what happens. Got something here, probably a chub. Not pulling my pole in two, but we'll see. That's not bad. Oh, I think it took the line. I think it took the worm. Yep. 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 I'll be back. I'm waiting for something to happen here. That tree, again, that stark tree up there, dead tree, is where I'm going to go. I just heard a splash in that little pond in front of me, so I might throw in something on the way up. But that's where I'm going to go shortly. Good one for the club here. This is how I get to the spot where I hope something's there. Boy, I tell you, this is tough walking. Stinging nettles, stuff on that vine. Oh, however, it's a glorious day. Glorious, right? Okay. Got a little breakout. There's that tree. That's where I was. Going back up there a little bit farther. Okay, this is the spot. I can't, where the big fish that I never saw took off line and broke my line. So I like the water. I can't see the bottom. It can't see me. I have to admit, I've been thinking about this for the last 2 weeks. I have up to this point been certainly disappointed with the the lack of browns. Anyway, here goes. I'm going to keep it on for a second. Upstream. With a little sinker. Well, you're looking at the shadow of a guy who's very disappointed at this is beautiful water. There's the GoPro down there. He's in the water. Not a thing. This is the first time in 3 trips where there's been nothing. I haven't gone down to that log yet. I was hoping to get some action up here. Nada. Now the last time I maligned my ugly stick, I got a fish. So maybe if I malign this place, I'll get a fish. We'll see. You can see that. I'm stuck. Oh, I'm stuck. You drive an hour and a half. You have 1 shot at a fish. It gets you stuck on a branch and it's done. That's disappointing. However, I guess that's fishing. I'll try again in about 15 minutes. Well, I know where the big guy is, and of course I didn't have this on. Came after the lure, took it a bit, untook it, and then went back under that log. So I'm going to see if I can catch it with this. Jeez, gotta catch it with something. I think he's still there. I'll tell you, that's some big fish. Alfred is right in that I should have my net. That's twice. Once with a chub tail and once with a lure. And still nothing. Boy. Here's something. Nope. Right. I'm looking for something a little bit bigger, thanks. Caught a chub. I think I put it too far out. I'm going to go back with the worm. And that would have been the 3rd bait I've used. And then I'll go back to the Panther Martin. Boy, it's amazing to come and see that big mouth come open. And then spit everything. That's the bothersome part. Well, I'm still here, I'll tell you. 2 times I've missed it today. Oh, there's a chub. Nice size. Not what I want. However, good day. It's a pretty ugly place to try and land anything of any size. Sure like to give it a shot. Oh. All you did is make me lose my worm. Nice going. I have visions of that big brown just around the corner up by that tree. Missed it twice. Once on a chub tail, once on a lure. Just didn't grab down on it. So I said I was going home. I lied. I'm going to try here once, maybe twice. See if another big guy will come out. Not on that one though. Maybe. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay. Well, I'm traveling down the lane, which is 640 rods. I'm not sure if the video can show about 3 seconds of a very large brown trout that I've seen 4 times in three appearances here. Certainly to be continued, but just a monster fish that probably would need a net. So we'll come back here again.